Yeah, boy. It's all the way live. We're doing it all the way live.
I wanna laugh.
What about Blunt Island? Welcome to Blunt Island, everybody, where we concentrate on the Bong Factory. Everything that goes in the bong comes out the bong. You know, bong. So we're gonna talk about some real interesting things tonight. We're gonna talk about why are you trolling me, you fucking shield. Fuck a shield, fuck a troll.
You shouldn't applaud for trolls, man.
I'm pretty much applauding for me saying my shit. We're gonna talk about the 2030 agenda as much as possible, the end of the world, and just some other shit. Y'all saw the list of things. I can't remember all of this shit right now. But we have one of the co-owners of Blunt Island, my man Blunt. Give it up for him.
Thank you. And my return answer to the system is my avatar. Oh, thanks for having me, man. Cheers.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely missed you while you was on vacation. So what was it like in a different place for you? Was you still in your native land or close to where you live at?
What was close to where I live at? Sorry?
I mean, like when you took your vacation, did you like leave out of your own home earth?
Yeah, my country, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, man, fuck. I went to Canary Islands.
Oh, that's nice.
It's all year round, it's good weather, man. I like Latinas and shit.
Sad, man. All right, we got our sister Rebecca in the house.
Hey, Rebecca.
Give it up for Rebecca.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm
Okay.
waiting for the applaud, man. I hit the
Yeah,
bong, the applaud,
yeah.
everything, man.
I I hit the applause button, so it may come in late. We bandwidth on this 2007. It fill up quick.
It's got a screwball leg on it.
So no, but we applaud in our heart for you, Rebecca. Thanks for showing up. Thank you. See, there it is, late as a motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off because that ain't working.
Before it really gets corny, you know.
Right, right. Like Patrick was talking and he thought I had gonged him. Like man, I had been pushed the gong.
It's great to fuck with people.
Yeah, no doubt. Just because it's a sense of humor. Sometimes we just so fucking serious because the news is so fucking serious, and we just forget to have fun sometimes. Break the ice.
Which ice? There's no ice. There's no fucking ice, man. We're on Blunt Island. Fuck this.
Right. A matter of fact, did they ship the ice? Because we got the cocktails. I know
Exactly.
Twit was she bringing the cocktails when she come. You know, shit. But what do y'all think about trolls? Being on patrol. Trolls trolling. The T is rolling.
Okay.
However you want to break that shit down.
You're asking three different questions, sir. What do I think of trolls? They either really apathic, psychopathic, like if they're paid for it, empathetic. Yeah, yeah, pretty much always losers, and not even worth just fucking wasting your time on. But she also said trolls. Yeah, that's something different. I could be considered a troll. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
sounds like
because
terrorist. What the fuck is this?
right, a T roll is somebody that constantly asks the same question because they didn't get an answer. You T-rolling them pretty much.
That's a trolling. He's trolling me. Oh?
Uh-huh. All right. We got some family members in here. I just want to say hello before anything cuts the fuck off.
Hello?
Yeah, maybe we should go off camera to lower the bandwidth if y'all don't mind. Got some family members in here.
You do your thing, man. It's so cool with me.
Anything cuts the fuck off.
Hello? Hello?
No, yeah. Maybe we should go off camera to lower the bandwidth if y'all don't mind. Somebody got the repeater on.
Hey, Mac, you have to turn off the sound to your YouTube.
Um, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay. Just click the little mute on YouTube.
Is that better?
Sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Hey, ladies. It's the ladies'
Hi,
night.
Eric.
Hi, boys.
You're such a shit.
right.
I can't see the chat or nothing. God, all I see is a big pink spot.
Yeah.
Change it, somebody.
Well, I don't know. I had a Google blackout, so they gave you a Google pink eye, a pink eye. She got the pink
I
eye.
got the pink out.
That's a good one. I like
Shit.
Pink out.
that.
It is breast cancer season, so yeah, they might be giving you the color.
No, I don't got breast cancer.
And we do be talking about marijuana. They was like, oh, hopefully they'll figure it out. Like, yeah, we already figured it out that shit helps cancer patients.
Yep.
I'm not worried. We could call Graham.
Exactly. I think I already called him. He just didn't
You
respond.
did? He's not joining.
I'm not really sure. He may. He said sometime he come
Where's
in
all
and
your
sometime he
buddies?
don't.
Where's all your buddies, Eric?
They already
Right.
here. They
They're
already
right.
here. Yeah. It's like
Man,
who?
I love you. You're the best.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
And that's not just a love bomb from a narcissist.
Right. but it's like
And you wanted to talk about trolls and shit?
yeah. Do we
Well,
deal
I
with
don't want to.
do we deal with trolls differently than we
No,
deal with our family members?
I sent you a message. I said I wanted to read something.
Did they have nude pictures?
Oh, Blunt? What's your name? Blunt?
Blunt.
Blunt?
Blunt Island.
Talk about trolls.
Oh, Mackie.
Getting a little spicy.
Back attack! That's what
Man,
Ryan
you can
calls
call
it.
me whatever you want, man. I don't give a shit.
I know, but you're so
Yeah.
full of shit.
What's it?
You're kind of full of shit.
Okay,
Right.
man. So please
Riding
elaborate,
on the
man.
shirt tails of people, whoever will take you on.
I'm sorry?
You're riding on the shirt tails of anybody.
Okay, so what's the argument for this accusation?
Oh, nothing. And I do apologize. I just do get Mac attacks. A lot of
Sorry for you, mate. Look, it's not like
don't be
I'm
sorry
the
for me.
only
I'm
person.
really pretty proud of myself.
You should be, mate. and I don't even know who you are to be honest. And there are so many shit being
I
done on the internet. So yeah, well,
I hear you. I understand.
it's
I apologize for
no,
my
no, there's no reason. There's no offense
for my
taken.
outburst. You know,
For
it's just
you?
having a Big Mac. You know, you're just getting attacked.
Yeah, everybody gets attacked, man, in their own way. Fuck it.
You know, thank God
And
we
in
don't.
the end, we're all getting attacked by this fucking Rothschild and so
You
that
know, and you're Scottish. Where are you? Where do you live?
Scottish.
Where do you live?
well, right now we on Blunt Island.
Exactly, man. I'm a
That's where we all live at.
fucking a civilian of the world, man.
Yeah,
You
it's
live
where
on the
we all live. It's where we all live at tonight.
round world.
Y'all
I mean,
Toronto.
think states is
Yeah,
bullshit. Sorry.
yeah. You got
Yeah,
you got to first know where you at.
I'm in the United States of America.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
pretty big
Yeah.
part. On the Euro-Asian continent.
That's okay, man. Yeah.
so what y'all
Sorry.
No, fuck
so
it.
what
I was
so what
gonna
y'all
ask
so
you
what y'all
because
think
you asked. Sorry, Rick.
so what y'all think about the end of the world?
As
Mm.
Oh, it was
Fuck, I wish
awful.
it would have happened.
What is that? The
I'm
end
so
of the world?
tired. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Right.
God
Eric.
damn it.
Hey, Eric. You,
Yeah.
you dropped out on our party last night.
Yeah. I got screwed out.
Did you?
World.
Well, yeah. We were talking to you, and all of a sudden you were gone. We thought the meteor came just for you.
Right, and got me.
I thought he had to go to the arena and pick up his.
No, that ain't until Saturday nights.
Well, how'd your birthday go? Did you have a good birthday?
The birthday turned out okay because like I celebrated pretty much with y'all, you
Yeah.
know. Like Drew Smoking came on, and that was like a good part of the birthday because I haven't talked to him in a while,
Yeah.
and I got some work done on my transmission, so I was pretty much happy.
That's good. You had a good day.
Cool.
And no meteor.
And but no media though. I was looking for that media to crash right into this fucking house, and
Blow your transmission up.
right, oh,
That would have been
right,
awesome.
exactly, right, or just land right on the fucking car, boom. See, you don't want to work, I get rid of you.
I can empathize. I can empathize with being tired, a little bit tired. I can empathize with that.
Welcome to Blunt Island, St. Tommy.
Thank
You
you,
know,
thank you, thank you.
empathize with
Yeah,
each other.
yeah, yeah.
You know, life is life. We can all empathize if we have capacity to empathize.
Okay.
I like that one.
It's been a long war for just about everybody. Ain't nobody got out of this place easy.
No.
I don't care what your story is. It ain't easy on nobody.
Yeah.
Who's talking?
Just another idiot sheep.
Right on. Love you.
So
You guys yeah.
join the club, man.
Right. Join the
That's
island.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shit.
In
You
the
I
end, we're all being used. That's why. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry to break it up again, but that's every time these arguments, you know. Look, man, they're dividing us on bullshit, racism, this or this country that, and Muslim and Christian, and
matter, man. You got Tourette's.
and those assholes are leaving with all the money in the shiny fucking metal.
right, right. And we sat back
Tourette's
and
is
looked real
okay.
stupid, arguing and fussing over their points.
They drop it in there, and they put a couple of options. I'm sorry. A couple of options we can choose, whether it's politics, election, or the JFK assassinations, whatever. They keep you busy. They're all controlled options. Whenever you think out the box, you're crazy or lunatic or paranoid or whatever. Definitions change in the years. Sorry.
Or you just comply with whatever the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Like I heard John Grimm's thing
Mm.
this morning saying, "Oh, everybody in here is a loser."
Pretty much. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
and
lot of shit talking
you know,
there.
I was listening
I'm
while
sorry, I
I
didn't
was
watch the
getting
whole chat,
ready.
just to be
Hey,
clear.
I was listening while I was getting ready to do my own thing,
Cool.
and for you to say everybody that's listening or there is a loser was kind of offensive to
I
me.
can understand it, and that's not so,
And
not
you
that
know, Long,
complex.
But
are
shit,
you
shit,
trying to get
we
along with everybody, or where are you going along with?
We all get a little
You know,
pessimistic. We
you
all
know,
get a little
you,
pessimistic
you
sometimes.
pulling your chihuahua behind you, or what the fuck?
I'm thinking he's saying because I heard him say it before that we damn sure ain't winning. That's just the results.
You know, it
We
doesn't
all are
matter.
losing. But what we damn because we damn sure ain't winning. What have we really won?
You know, and he's from some other country discrediting us, and for what the fuck?
I mean, I didn't see it that way the first time I heard it
I,
as a
you know,
discredit. I'm still looking for the like I said. Some people are tired. They've been in this struggle for 10 and 20 years, and
I,
they want their prize.
take offense to these people that come on chat rooms and ride coattails and say bullshit that doesn't even fucking matter. They're not even in our fucking country.
Well,
It's the same everywhere.
Right?
That's pretty discriminating, man. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't mean to be discriminating.
well, maybe there's some truth to it.
That's
Maybe
not
we
my
are
point.
maybe we
My
are
point
losers.
is, don't bash us. You
Maybe
don't
there's
know who you're
You know that
bashing.
saying, "Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you." You know.
Yeah, I don't remember
You
fucking with
know,
you.
I'm sorry.
This is a
I
different
thought
kind of
this was
show.
I thought
This
this
is
was
Blunt Island, man. What the fuck?
get it off your chest.
Right. If you really want to get it off your chest, we'll mute the
I'm
mics and let you do
sorry.
it. Yeah, because in some cases you shouldn't hold that in because it's cancerous. This is a family. Remember that, y'all. This we all family,
No, we're not
even though
all
we
family.
disagree.
No. But I agree we're family in a
Us,
way. We're one
our
world.
family. But I don't think we are the ultimate enemy of each other.
And I sent you a message, Eric, and I just said I wanted to read something on air.
Go ahead, baby.
And I wanted to read it on air because it's from my dad. And he died like a year and a half ago.
Sorry
And
to hear, man.
that's how I got turned on to YouTube. I quit working and I experienced the death of my father, and everything in my life changed. And I came on to this stuff, and it's crazy, but I haven't stopped. But just one thing my dad adhered to, and I'd like to share it with y'all.
Please do, mate. Thank you.
Go placidly, amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be good terms with all persons, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, peace be with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's very beautiful.
And that was found in 1600 in the old Boston church, and the writer is unknown.
Wow.
Ah,
So it's the same shit ever and ever. And, we have the answers forever and ever. And, we're all falling for bullshit. We're falling for bullshit, attacking each other when we should be embracing each other. And, I don't know. I don't know what the answers are.
That is the answer.
Yep.
I know. I know.
Embracing each other. That
My
is the
dad
answer.
gave me that. And he said, this is your answers.
Oh.
And
And it's
he was an old man when he died.
Oh.
because I really want. I mean, the reason why I got this subject for the trolling and the shield because I want to try to put an end to it because we grown people, we human beings, and we all got our own shit to deal with. But all of this trolling you, shielding you, that shit
I
ain't for
don't think
us. That shit is for the government to do.
I don't think people are trolling and chilling. I think a lot of people are thinking people are trolling and chilling. Uh, And I don't even know what that fucking means. I
Yeah,
was on a libertarian network and they were talking about nap. And I'm going, I know what a nap is.
those words are
It
big.
does
Those words are bigger than us
but,
now.
you know, um,
The word troll and
you
shield
know,
is bigger than
and
us.
they were being like totally racist and, and I'm going, if I'm, jumping out a Republican and Democrat and I'm coming to Libertarian and I'm listening to this bullshit, oh my God.
Right.
I'd rather stick myself in the jugular vein. Because they're being totally racist and shit. Where do you go?
Because for one thing, we've all journeyed from our own personal lifestyles to end up here on this platform at Blunt Island or wherever you want to celebrate your joy at. So it's like to allow shilling and trolling to even be a part of our vocabulary, it should be not. Because I say if I really want bullshit, I can go outside and get bullshit. I shouldn't have to come on this platform and deal with bullshit. I can deal with that shit in the hood.
Well, I think
No.
sometimes when people first come in, they act like a troll, and you should embrace them.
Kind of like what you
Because they're
guys.
coming in with their own ideals and ideas, and they hear somebody say something, and they go against it.
Yeah, it's just like Bruce Lee, blunt. It's like
So
Bruce Lee was different.
you how can you label a shill or a troll?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Unless you're documenting them
You know,
and following what the hell they do.
and
How can
then
you know?
and then it's like
And who cares?
those two terms are growing strength. We have a whole lot of other words that we could use to encourage each other with, but we choose to use labels like shields and trolls, and that's just as bad as calling somebody a nigger in some cases.
No,
Straight
it's
up, man. It's dividing shit. Maybe intensity is different with the whole history. That's goes without saying, but in the end, yeah, the effects are the same.
Yeah,
you know.
In my opinion, of course. It's
I hear you, man, Blunt. I think a lot of people come on to the YouTube thing with a big ego.
yep,
And that's all right. Sometimes you need a big ego. You need narcissists, or they won't be in our society. Um, they give good information. Um, but to trust them for really caring about you, um, fuck that.
some people may just only be about the information. We got to know that. So I get what you're saying. We may not all be family because everybody have a different mission statement or purpose.
Well, yeah, like maybe you could think about Jeff C is all about information,
Hmm.
or Dabu Seven's all about information, making everybody enlightened.
Yeah,
And
they
they
the
don't
teacher.
have a financial affirmation about it.
Right. See,
Give me a break.
we have teachers and gatherers. You have some that are teachers, and you got other people that are gatherers. The gatherers gather the people together. Like I'm a gatherer. I'm not really a teacher. I'm working on teaching. But
Oh, you're a teacher, Eric.
Yeah, you know what I noticed is that a lot of times I'll take what I have learned or heard or watched on here on YouTube, talking to you guys and other people and stuff, and I'll spread it to somebody who doesn't do YouTube, or somebody who like avoids social media and stuff. So I guess in a way I'm a student and a teacher at the same, like at different times.
Yeah,
Because
you're a teacher.
yeah, it's not my material that I'm not trying to present it as look at what I just came up with, but I'm
But
saying,
you're still a teacher. You're pointing in the right
yeah,
direction.
right.
God.
Because a lot of people haven't even, I mean, I think that YouTube's turned itself off to a lot of people. I think that they don't want to be here, and
I came right in when it got turned off.
yeah. I think it's scary to a lot of people to actually watch some of these videos, and they run away as fast as they can, and they don't look
Yeah,
back.
yeah. The Google Exodus. I put that
Yeah.
up there too.
Oh my God, I just fucking watched everything, everybody. when I came in because I was so dead. My dad just died.
Yeah.
And, but I kind of figured it out pretty quick. I think I'm kind of a quick learner. And, sub, unsub.
Right.
Oh, now I want to see what they're doing. I'll resub them, because they're a dipshit. Um, and, I get caught up in the drama. And it's kind of exciting. It's better than what's really going on. We know what's really going on. And there's no stopping it until something really fucking big happens. And we all know that. So, why can't we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya? Because I will not hold hands with Grim V, our RJM, our Jeff C.
Right.
All in good time. All in good time.
And just this morning, Blunt, you were on with fucking Grim V kissing his fucking ass.
Yeah, but
And
I
telling
like the taste. I like
everybody
the
in
taste
the
of it, man.
audience they were a loser.
well, Blunt, I'd like to ask you a question too, if I could, so that you could just answer it all together. I'm just curious, are you sort of like compiling a list, not per se a written down list, but like a noted list of people that you're telling certain podcasts that other people are trolls or shills and you should stay away from them? I'm just curious about that.
No, look, I'm not targeting. Excuse me.
He sounds too
I'm not
retarded.
targeting. I'm
Hold
sorry.
on, hold on. You let him do his thing. Go ahead, bro.
I didn't hear what you said, man.
I didn't hear either.
No, no, go.
Repeat it, twit.
Okay, forget about it. Look, if there's communities like Troll Squad and everything, yeah, that's okay. Look, it's just like having your body's back. That's nothing more than that. You call it kissing your ass. That's your way of saying it, but it's not my way of. But I'm not have. I don't have an hit list or something. Shit. The fuck. I have more stuff to do,. But if someone's bothering people, then yeah, fuck it. I always try to bring people together, right?
No, so he just has a big ego trip and riding on other people's shirt tails.
No, no, I do have a fine drawing line.
Yeah, you're big Blunt.
No, no, small
You
blunt.
know, what was your name in the beginning? Big fat bitch Blunt.
No, it was never big. It was fat, ugly, liquid, blunt bitch. I can send you the old URL. I can send you the old URL. Maybe
You
my
know,
social,
where
maybe
are
my
you?
social, my social slave number with its IP.
What country are you in?
Look, if you would know, you would say so, and because I never made a secret out of it.
I don't remember. I have a bad memory.
But I don't do anything wrong, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, you kind of do when you call everybody in the chat a loser.
Okay, no, no, no. Uh, you're generalizing. I'm not calling everybody a loser. Just like Grim says, there's good people in there. But if there's people just like
There
Shill
was
or I don't know, there's some
two,
good people in there though. Having good
all
discussions,
the
right?
rest were losers. All the
But
rest were losers.
yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, you have a
That's
right to.
okay if they disagree with him, but if they're just talking shit, then they're just not helping at all, and they're just fucking it up even for themselves. But that's my opinion.
No, it's good to bring things into the light that should be brought into the light.
I agreed. And what
You
should it?
know,
But don't you agree it should be done with arguments?
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody should bring them out and display them. And you know, to me, Grim has been a fucker to a lot of people.
Well,
And
Also, he's not
as
fucked with.
but he said that's his personality. And I understand that. I understand my personality is bad also. And I can forgive and forget. And I have. And we all have. Over and over, like with 4. We're all feeling bad that 4's fucking gone living under a bridge. Even though we hated him. But for somebody to keep coming out and spewing bullshit and for everybody to think it's okay, it's not. And for you to ride on his coattails and say, oh yeah, everybody in the chat room's a loser, it's not cool.
Doing it again, man. Yeah, but you're doing it again, man.
That was this morning. Don't forget.
I'm gonna look it back up. Look, I've recorded it and everything, man. It's no
Yeah,
problem.
I know. That
I
was
don't. I don't. If
yeah, and
I'm
I
if
I
everything I do, I'm accountable for. If
and
if
I
there's
see
something
your
I did,
middle finger.
yeah. So
Yeah, it's not cool.
then, yeah. Okay.
Wow, I wish I had my gong right now. Bong.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, there are also some things you're doing that
Yeah.
I consider that's not cool. Yeah,
I'm not doing
right.
anything that's not cool.
In your
Yeah.
opinion.
In my opinion, you're right. I'm just calling out bullshit.
Yeah. I think in some cases,
Everything's cool here. Just to be
yeah,
Eric,
clear, Eric.
yeah,
How is everything going there with you, man?
yeah. I mean, that was well taken care of, and I hope y'all is done with it because we grown people, and we've dealt with. I'm quite sure we've dealt with way worse than these little small little isms and schisms. I think we can move on. So let's talk about the Pope's visit and
oh fuck
and
the
and
pub.
right, and I think I think that's how we all feel. But he was
Fuck
talking
the
about
pub.
climate. He was talking about climate change, and that was
Oh
a
my god.
kind something that was interesting.
Really? Are you gonna play it?
You know, I think there's a mental climate change where people's mentality is different. Something is happening in the air that's causing us to do things that's outside the
No,
normal, and
I
now they
don't
have
think so,
become the new
Eric.
normal.
No, we know what's right finally. And yeah, we might be subjected to shit in the air, but we know what's right.
You know,
Uh,
I
did
think
I
I
get
think I think I think the
I get
Pope.
banned?
No, I just think the Pope addressing the Congress and different things like that. It's on some one world church, one world government. It's like everything that we always talk about. It's like these things are being shown to us in clear view now.
Yeah, I know. It's wrong.
You know,
So bullshit. You know, fucking take a bong hit or you know,
hi, I'm trying to smoke now.
take a
Let me take.
What's
I
bullshit?
can't even smoke.
What's bullshit?
Wow. Well, yeah, you should always be able to smoke.
I should be able to smoke. I can't even smoke.
it's
Shit.
gonna stunt your growth.
Not at
Because
Blood
I'm
Island.
for full-time employment. I can't even smoke.
So we can't even afford to smoke. That's why we gotta really
You know,
create.
so blunt. If you think I'm angry, I am angry. And
Me too, but more at the Pope than at you, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
but if
Right.
I think you deserve it, you deserve it. Because I'm not incomprehensible.
My English language, English
Oh
understanding is
yeah,
not
now
good
you're
enough.
gonna go. Oh, I don't understand English.
Wow.
But
Look, if you're gonna keep it to yourself, I'm trying to have a normal discussion with
It's
you,
like
but if you,
I'm the new Rose.
it's like I think you
Yeah,
got I think you got your
bullshit.
point across though. I think you made it real clear. You know, and
yeah, for
I,
me it's
I,
clear,
I,
there's no problem.
yeah, I think we should be able to move on. But if you keep provoking, like some people gonna pull out the Captain American shield, and when it goes around and start hitting everybody, it's like why are you hitting back? It's like okay because you keep sticking me. You just stabbed me once and killed the issue, but if you pull out the knife and you keep sticking me some more, it's just like you know I might pull a knife out me and start sticking you. So let's move on past that.
You're right, Eric.
How
Yeah,
the fuck do
yeah,
you
yeah.
come up
Because
with that
it
shit,
ain't really
man? It's
working.
fucking brilliant.
That
Fucking
was
brilliant.
hilarious.
No, yeah, but what the fuck am I supposed to add to that, man?
Oh, don't even.
We just
Just
gotta
shut the
consider
fuck
each
up.
other. We just gotta consider each other and stop doing harm.
I'm
You
gonna
know.
spray myself with perfume.
It's a
Oh
whole
my
lot of
god,
other
it
things
smells
we
so
can
good.
concentrate on. It's a whole lot of other things we can concentrate on
Yeah,
besides Grim and his changes
what's
and
going on in your country?
and just and Blunt's rearranges.
But can I ask? Not like I'm saying. I don't even know if you were in the chat. I just saw a couple of guys and I recognized them and I yeah look,
You
I see
know,
them with the caps filled the text which weren't relevant at all. Those were the guys are calling out. That's all. They're not for any try for any answer or personal beef. That's not something I'm trying to get involved with. That's not my place. If they're attacking him, yeah, of course, just like a friend of yours is gonna
Oh
call, yeah,
yeah, you're
I'm
like
gonna
a
come over
friend
there.
from
But
view from
please
the
do not
outer
ruin it.
space.
But can I ask you one question?
You know,
What do
maybe
you
you
think the
are
half of the
from
people
the outer
in there?
space.
But do you think the half of the people in that chat were
Shut the
well
fuck.
intentioned?
Do you mean this one this afternoon,
The
Blunt? Are
the
you
the the, the, the notorious
Morning,
one that's
this morning.
yeah.
And you know, what time is it for you in Australia or wherever the fuck you are?
from the lowlands. I told you that before.
Yeah, you
From
know,
Highlands.
oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's a shitty ass country. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We have weed here. That's about it.
You
But
know,
on me,
so,
man. So you USA
you
and
know,
she from China and fuck it, man. We're all being raped here, man. Fuck.
Right.
make sure you do a little research on shirt tails you're flying on.
I do
No, you
whatever
don't.
the fuck I want. That's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
do
called
whatever the fuck you want.
it's called choice. Humanistic choice, pro-choice, and we can all choose to follow, unfollow, block, unblock. But it's just like personal word vendetta. It's like it's like it's good on some cases because you get it off your chest and you see the transparency and then you start to see what I saw myself in a lot
Start
of
to
the conversation.
patterns.
I saw a lot of myself in the conversation, and that's probably why I'm real leery about how I chat and what I write. So my theory is, say it to yourself, and if it offend you, don't type that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that shit. Don't write that shit. And
I'll
and
write
and and,
whatever
and
you
because we all know that sticks and stones may break our bones, but all these new words they hurt you.
But who defines what is going to be said? You know, there's pretty much you have total freedom or just police state kind of freedom. No freedom. So
Uh,
what are you gonna
well,
choose? I choose total freedom, and if someone is just an asshole, he's gonna get shot. And the same, if I'm an asshole, look, I'm not gonna look straight up and get shot, and some police force is not gonna help it. It's bullshit.
well, Blunt, you kind of came on the scene quick, and you went.
What is the scene?
The scene is YouTube. YouTube Hangouts. Where you're live,
Okay, cool.
and you came on to Kip's Clips. You came on to Grim V. Um, and other podcast and COG, and just spouting. I know.
Oh
You know,
yeah, of course. Yeah, no, of course, of course.
your Tourette's type bullshit, and you're from another country.
Yeah, please elaborate on that. No problem. Just it was unexpected.
Out and
Fuck, I
calling people in the chats losers.
can't. Sorry.
You know,
Sorry.
and you have a big fuck you finger for your avatar.
Oh dear God.
That's not.
I
It's
That's
don't
not.
think
just
That's
for the
not.
that.
That's not
show.
for us.
Just for the show, I change look. As
I
a,
don't
as a,
think
as a,
that's
as a,
very
as a,
friendly.
as a
And
sign, as a sign
you're
of,
not
of,
even
of.
from our country.
I'm sorry.
You're not even from our country.
And what does that have to do with anything?
Right.
It
Right.
has everything to do with everything.
That means you're discriminating, and not a racist, but very close to it.
I'm not a racist.
I haven't heard
see, see, that's
You're
why.
just a little disillusioned about what's going on in our country and why
Yeah,
are
yeah,
why
I'm
are
totally
you so
disillusioned. Yeah.
interested? Why are
I
you
have all the UN documents right here on my laptop, and everything that's being said today I already knew, and I can tell you the planning for tomorrow and the Pope's. Look, don't tell me about this bullshit.
Oh, now you're getting
Go.
Tourette's really bad.
No, I'm not. No, don't try to play the victim. You're accusing me the whole time. I'm staying
I'm
calm.
not being a
You're
victim.
threatening me through the
I'm not
lines. You're threatening me. Let me
Duck.
speak. You're
Look
threatening me
out.
through the lines. No problem, but don't go too far. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
You're just throwing stuff out there without any arguments or anything. I can just say you're a pedophile,
Um,
or
just from my
you
own
won't bite your husband in his cock when you would give him a blowjob. Yeah, it's just unfounded bullshit. You know
fuck
what I'm
off.
saying? I'm just putting it to the extreme so you understand what it's.
I am too. I'm
It's
putting it
unfounded.
to the extreme too. So
Okay.
I,
you
I
fucking
should.
understand.
I should have
So
put
I
extreme on here. We're gonna go extreme tonight.
no, it's just
The extreme
look,
dream.
blunt. Get it off your chest. It's all goes hand in hand,
Right.
man.
You big fat fucking
Right.
bitch.
Is
Right.
it?
I thought you were the blunt, big fat fucking bitch.
I am the fat, ugly, liquid, blonde bitch. I can send you my IP, my social slave number, whatever you want.
Shut the fuck up.
What the
All
fuck do you
right.
want me to do,
All right.
actually?
All right. Now we're starting to sound
What,
like a broken record. Hold
Eric?
on.
Yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
agree, I agree.
we sound like a broken
Please,
record now.
I'll
please,
You
step
know,
aside.
please
it's
take
like
it.
it's
Eric,
like
step
it's
1 minute.
like it was good. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it raw. Sometimes we go raw. We don't put a condom on it.
Never do that, okay?
You know what I'm saying? The condom got a lot of air in it because
Always
your penis got to
condom.
breathe. So, you got a lot of leakage. So,
you.
so that's what be happening on Google. We got a lot of leakage.
Yeah, you got to be careful of,
Hey,
you
Blunt,
know.
I have a question. Are you really like an anonymous person?
This question, because yeah, I appreciate you, so I'm gonna answer that question again. So it's not like okay. So what are like there's this code. Okay, now you're anonymous. No, now you're not anonymous anymore. It's just an idea. People. It's a collective agreement. They don't like censoring and oppression and all that racism and all that bullshit, and they know they have to stay anonymous, not known, and it's yeah they use symbols, but your doctor could be anonymous, your daughter could be anonymous. You don't know. It's everywhere, you know.
I could be anonymous.
As well, you could have another screen name I'm talking to daily. I don't fucking know.
Right.
You know,
Do you have like a? I'm just gonna, I guess, gonna ask you straight up since you're pretty blunt, right?
right? We smoking blunts.
If,
Never.
did you tell people to watch out for me because of my name?
I'm sorry.
Did you tell people that they need to watch out for me
I'm
because?
sorry. I'm not. Is this Twit?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Don't have the hangout screen on. Not you. More of influence freedom. She was going too far, in my opinion. You, I haven't. Yeah, I saw the last time
What?
I saw you was on Kip's clips, I think. When I
Yeah.
posted that video, and I don't even know what's in there, but yeah, look, I know our game, and fine, I'm gonna give my opinion about it, and people can make their. It's not like I'm saying, uh, get her, you know. I say, okay, I see your game, expect me, I'll be there, fuck it.
Did you threaten her to jack her computer and threaten her internet and stuff?
Jack her computer. I just asked if she likes her internet. If she just like, do you like?
But
I
it's
think I
shit.
asked, do you like your internet to be influenced, or just your freedom, or
Oh God, that was the bad thing to say. That was.
Yeah.
well,
Oh, I'm
I,
sorry.
well,
I'm supposed to lie
well,
now, right? No,
no, no.
no,
no,
hey,
no, no,
hey,
No,
totally
hey,
not.
hey,
you're
can I say
you're
something real?
supposed
Can I
to
say something real? Can I say
bow the
something real
fuck
quick?
out.
Can I say something real
Everything
quick?
what I said was a lie. That
Thing
was a lie. That
bow the
being a
fuck
lie
out.
is paradox. Leave it at that.
Right,
Uh,
shit.
See, a blunt. Let me be blunt with you while I'm rolling my blunt. Right.
No, Eric.
See. First of all,
Don't fall for no bullshit.
the females that I interact with on this panel and this
Oh
show.
shit! Oh shit!
I mean, y'all are so loving and so kind, and full of so much good emotion. And it's like blunt. We have to be real careful that we don't hurt our queens. I mean, let's take this real seriously now. Let's not hurt our sisters. Let's not hurt our queens. Because they ain't saying it just to be saying it. Because if you can pull back, maybe everybody else can pull back. You can
Right.
be anonymous to the pullback. You can make that difference and say, you know what, y'all, we ain't gonna be shitting on our women no more. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the backbone and the center of our foundation. Because without the ladies, we got a fucking sausage fest of egoism.
I
Aw.
don't have any problem with women at all, man. I fucking love women. It's just human. They're male or female. It doesn't matter, man. And trolls, I hate that word. They're just agitators, dividers. If you don't agree, have an argument. Fine. Not against any few people. Just in general. If you don't agree, don't have and you don't have an argument, make your own show. What's the problem?
It's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mic
yeah,
turned
yeah.
on.
But
Go
if we're gonna be the
go ahead.
head, if we're gonna be the head and we're gonna be the leaders, so to speak, then it's like we gotta censor the way we correct or the way we respond back to the females because like I
Right.
said, they're sensitive. They are our flower of life. It's just like you only hurting yourself because
And we're just asking for clarification. That's all. I mean, just
you
so it
know
doesn't continue.
you know
You say you don't want it to continue, and I guess the only way it will stop and not have to continue is if we get some answers. And the way I would just like to, clear it up because the way I watched, the video and I perceived it was that, you're threatening somebody, and you were threatening influence in her computer. I don't know how else to take that unless you have some explanation. That's how it looked, Blunt.
Ah,
You know,
That's a
and
fair question. Interpretation is different for
my
everyone.
mic turned off.
okay.
But I don't have any beef with you personally, just to make it clear. But I know what influence is doing at that moment, and then it's clear for me. I don't have to talk to her. That's fine. I'm not gonna censor or anything. The bullshit. I'm against that, man. But I'm not gonna just like in real life. I can ignore people, okay? So why shouldn't I be able to do that online? You know?
Exactly. Because this don't have to be ongoing. Like the war. It remind me of the war in Iraq. It continues. It's never stopping. You
Yeah.
know, the Google family war is crazy. You know, it's causing a Google exodus. You got people leaving.
It's this kind of bullshit, whatever bullshit it is, that's keeping us from being free and voting on some cunts. That's the
Yeah.
fucking core of it.
We,
And I know it, you know, this Pope is coming, and uh, prepare for the next 15 years. They're
Can
gonna be
I
fun.
say something? Can I say something?
sure.
Am I live?
Yeah, we always live. We do it high and we do it live.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Hey, Blunt.
Hmm.
If it would be better for the community if you left, would you leave?
I'm sorry. If the what of the community?
If it would be better,
For the community, that's for the community to decide. Then I leave you.
there is no community really.
Yeah,
But if it would be better, would you leave?
Yeah.
Oh, leave.
Is that up to you to decide? I believe in
Yeah,
direct democracy
that's
where.
my opinion.
you
Okay,
know,
yeah, that's okay.
it's like
You know,
we just
Your
couldn't.
vote is
because
being stored.
um,
My vote is against you.
because hey, hey,
No, nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're doing.
okay,
Yeah, I'm not. You're doing the same bullshit, and it's your
I'm a,
choice. But I'm just telling it.
Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah,
you came in like
It's funny
and
how I'm getting accused of one thing. Well,
no,
fuck it.
no.
It's
In my
asking questions.
in
It's clearing it
in
up.
my opinion, you came in like this big old shining light, love
Oh,
bombing
Jesus.
everybody like a typical narcissist from another country.
Now you're condescending. Bullshit is really fucking
Um,
enough. You're
I'm
gonna
not
stop now,
con-
or you're gonna fuck off, okay?
I'm not
Or
con-
draw the line. Seriously, shut the
I'm
fuck
telling
up.
it like I said
Shut the fuck up, or fuck off. That's what I'm saying.
right on. Love you, man.
See, eventually they stab you back.
Yeah,
Backstabbers, they
Eddie
smile in
Griffin,
your
I'm
law
face.
signs.
I'm
Every
hey,
action, every
I'm a
equal and
strong
opposite
woman.
reaction. Don't fuck with
I'm
me,
a
and I won't fuck
strong
with you.
woman.
Clear.
Leave me the
Fuck
fuck
off.
alone.
Right,
You're
exactly.
a stupid bitch.
It's like
Bring it.
it's
Wow.
like
Just
it's
let it
like
flow. Vent, vent. Let it out.
say get it off your
I'm
chest
done.
on Thursday night. You got your bong in your hand. Maybe you should smoke. Maybe you'd be calmer. Go ahead and spark, my sister.
Eric, I
Enjoy,
love
enjoying that with your brother. Because I feel the ladies. I mean, because sometimes, like I said the other night, this is a man's world.
you. No,
It
it's not.
wouldn't be nothing without a
We
woman or a
got
girl.
a world.
Yeah, Google Plus is male dominated, but
We
you
all just formed together.
know, I love Dirty Laundry because it was all about the ladies. But I'm glad to have these ladies on here tonight. Representing the female energy. You know,
I know.
the positive
I
left
love
brain.
Twilight.
But it's
Twilight,
all.
make a call out. Are you there, honey?
Shout out to Twitwits.
Yeah, baby.
I'm
Rebecca,
here.
I'm here.
Rebecca!
Rebecca, you got the cocktail.
Becca.
Where the cocktails at for Blunt Island?
Yeah!
I don't drink, so
I drank them while you guys were yelling.
nothing drink at all.
Ah, shit.
Right on.
That is all good though. Yeah.
Glad.
Ah, I feel real better. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Yeah, I know y'all can hear that sparking.
love that. Let me. I fucking
Right, you know what I'm saying?
puff, puff,
Definitely.
pass,
Puff,
brother.
puff, pass. Hold on, baby. These, I need me a solar lighter. Anybody gonna invent that son bitch? One that never go out.
That's not a bad
The,
one.
the lighter that never goes out. I think I'm gonna come out with that.
I would solar power everything if I could. And that's just my personal choice. I wouldn't force it on anybody, but I would solar power everything.
I
Solar
would
and wind.
Urus power everything.
Hell yeah.
Would what?
You know, like whenever a guy asks you, "Where is this?" I go, "Beep beep beep beep, activating uterus. I'll find it."
I knew that's what she was talking about.
You know,
Oh,
'cause
shit.
that's what guys always think. Where's my? And you go, beep beep beep, activating uterus. Oh, I found it.
That's funny.
Uh,
No,
where's my
it's not
pussy?
funny.
No, you laugh, Rebecca.
But I laugh.
Wow. Sex on Blunt Island. It's sexy tonight.
There's no sexy
But yes.
Eric. There's so
But
sexy Eric.
I'm just glad this ain't the end of the world, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm so
Yeah,
glad you had another
really.
birthday.
Yeah,
No kidding.
definitely. Yeah.
Fucking praise Jesus or
Or somebody. You give it up for one
What's
of
the
them.
event today then? Sorry,
I don't know, some meteorite, right?
Meteor. Yeah, never hit.
the world was gonna explode or something, or I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, watch
Bruce
out,
Willis.
Blunt. Might be right over your head. Oh,
You think if you, I don't have any
I
kind
wish.
of knowing at all, man. Look, I only know what they want us to know, and maybe try and find out. I'm not sitting next to fucking Jacob Rothschild at the fucking committee, to be honest. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I
I
heard
don't know
that.
when I'll get it. Yeah, I don't know
Strike
look
'em.
into that shit.
Strike 'em. I heard them
Yeah,
lighters strike.
Wide
Put your
Allegiance.
lighters up.
See,
I love Blunt Island on Thursday night. I love it because
Oh
it's just
yeah, you
like
look Blunt.
I line my shit up. I line my shit up on a
No, like
ritual.
you love Grim V, like you love JC.
Yeah, I do. Maybe I'm the love doctor, baby.
No, you are the love doctor.
What's your opinion about
But
Jay-Z, man? Oh, sorry.
but
Sorry.
you gotta get over your love sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know though because see, I'm a young Christian brother, and I even love my
I
enemies, so it's hard.
and
It's
I'm so
hard not to love.
internet too. I hear you, man.
It's hard not to love everybody. I love
I know.
everybody.
I know. I
You
understand.
know, I even love the shield and troll
You
Mhm.
because
gotta get a grip.
I got love for the shield and troll because they were somebody else before they turned into shields and trolls.
Oh, shut up.
You
Shills and
know,
trolls.
something
Shills
might
and
have happened to them.
shills and
Some,
trolls. Shills and
something
trolls.
might have happened to them. They might have had a bad word event that turned them into the evil monster that we call today shield and troll. I mean, how was it invented?
No evil monsters.
Yes, it is.
No, they're
Evil monsters, man. They be coming at you.
no.
They
It
be
seems
on
like
your back.
it seems
They be threatening. They be threatening you. And all that kind of shit. They serious.
troll and shill
Yeah.
is used as like a bad word.
Watch out, trolls.
They be on your back.
Chill.
They be threatening you. I love the playbacks.
Chill, troll, and chill.
Somebody need to mute their microphone. Somebody need mutation.
What's going on?
Oh, we probably being
Uh,
screwed.
Bing, big time.
Somebody need mutation. everybody mute their mic and see who it
That's
is.
that blunt
I
motherfucker.
mean, is it me?
Oh my god, who's doing that?
Everybody mute their
Can I turn shit off?
My mic is off.
Mine is too.
This isn't me.
God.
Just be
Yeah.
honest. What what kind of humongous fucking fly was that, man?
I don't know, man. I've been having these
It was the
bugs.
most annoying mosquito I've ever heard.
Fucking nanotechnology, man. Some fucking
Nano.
bugs been coming in here. Matter of fact, a mosquito just came in the other night and landed right on my computer and looked right at me. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" You know, they got these guided mosquito missiles. Matter of fact, a mosquito just came in and looked like I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Mosquito missiles. Yeah.
I hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound sexy.
Hey. I'm too sexy for my shirt. The Truth for Life shirt. Yeah, but what are we gonna do with these shields and trolls? You know.
Oh, fuck them.
What is the difference between a
You know,
shill
there
and a
isn't
troll?
any no shills and trolls. You know, you probably got, three on your show.
Yeah, I mean, do shields and trolls be disguising themselves,
Who cares?
hiding behind icons, changing icons? I remember when they had like 4 RJMs and 5 Chad Lilies. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this cloning?
Not really, Eric. You have a pretty, um, I think you have a pretty clear venue.
Eric, I know your troll account.
You know, people come to you. You're the real shit. You
True
know,
that, man. Can't deny
that's
that.
why people come, except for Blind. You know,
No offense taken.
he's a fuck.
Again, no offense taken.
Y'all sound like y'all want to get together, get a room or
Sorry.
something. Get a
Maybe
fucking room. get some blunts and get a room.
way.
I'm sorry.
In different countries,
I'm
not
sorry.
very
You
much.
know, after I hear
You you
No,
you
I
would
don't.
have
Look,
everybody in
what I
a
see
chat,
maybe it's.
you
after
would
I
have
hear call everybody in a chat a loser,
you
Yeah,
would
but
you,
that, that's no,
you
that's
know,
that's
so
really
he
not.
just gets
No.
on
you would
chat
have you would have to give
and
her the
he's
long
from
blunt from
another
where you at.
country and he just calls people out in our country as being losers.
Okay, and let me make this perfectly clear. When did I make a difference between Americans and because I think our queen is a bigger cunt than Obama, to be honest.
No, it doesn't matter about our queen or Obama.
When was it going
Came
to
on with
offensive to Americans?
morning. You came on with green beef this morning, riding a shirt tail that's absent,
is that what it's really
and
about?
and then you
Yeah,
said,
obviously.
"Oh, it's okay, Grim.
About Grim?
You're all losers."
Yeah.
Yeah. You got
Look,
to think what did
please
Grim
look
do?
back at
And
that
you
chat.
said it several times.
Yeah, because they were going at it several times. It's pretty much all the
Yeah.
time. And it was
Well, it's
some
like
good people. That's the great thing
Apparently,
about
you
Grim,
don't
that he took the
know
time
what
and
the
effort
fuck's going on.
and it's that he took the time and effort to did reply to the good people. Who, yeah, good people.
And I've
Who am I to
seen
decide
you
who's
on with
good and bad? But you know, but
seen you on with COG. I've seen you
where's
on
COG?
clips. You know, wherever you can get a venue to be live, you do it.
I
And
can also start my own
I'm
hangout. Maybe I have those too.
such a dick.
I'm sorry.
say you got your own island, Blunt.
I
We
can
on
check
Blunt Island right
check the
now.
Discord.
You know, and you're not even from our country. And you come
Wow.
on and and
Shit.
Okay, again,
get
that's an
that.
accusation that I'm a racist while you're being a racist. So please,
Well,
elaborate onwards.
you're racist when you come
What is
on and
discriminating then?
get
Okay, please elaborate.
down us in our country, and you're not even.
Look back that clip.
And you have Tourette's,
I'm sorry?
and it seems like you have Tourette's.
Trent? Yeah.
I
Look,
don't
your
know
accusations are funny. I'm gonna look back at clips
about
anyway,
No, I
and
don't.
I'm gonna compare it to them. And if I know pretty much for
No,
sure, and
put me on
if
your
it was
list.
so, I will clear it up.
Put me on
But
your
if you're
list.
just falsely accusing me, I will yeah shout you out
Not falsely
or
accused.
shut you off. Maybe most likely
that.
I'm
same words.
pointing out what I've seen. I'm
Point
not.
it out, then I'm pointing out that you're being a really annoying cunt. So I'm sorry if that was offensive.
No,
I knew it was coming
offensive
eventually.
at all. I'm. You know,
Eric, I'm sorry. I
money
want to
went
apologize to
back
Eric because this is your show. That's not good, man. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry.
and
Whatever your name is, I shouldn't said that on Eric's show. Okay, go now.
Mac and Stone, Mac and
Because
Stone,
he
you
was
are something
interrupting me so she
else.
could say fucking Americans we are. Go join the fucking Tea Party and just fuck off, man. Seriously.
don't, you know,
Sorry, Eric.
sidle up with fucking
So is that
you
what the real beef is? You
snap
got you got real beef with Grim
fucking with
and not
Grim
with Blunt. Huh.
fucking cunt.
It's like
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
Eric. I just got that off my.
no, you had to get it off your chest.
Sorry,
It's all good. It's
Okay,
all
go ahead.
good.
I
It's
gotta
all
get
good,
my stuff.
man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
all
sarcasm
it's
is all
all
good, man.
good.
Women and cynicism, fuck.
They know how to push those buttons, man. That's why I said, man, we gotta be real
I
careful,
know.
man, because when they fire back, it hurts double. It hurts double when they fire back. And we as men, some can't take it, some don't like it. So let's not dish it at all to nobody, because when it comes back, it's hurtful. I feel the pain from both of y'all sides,
I
and,
hear
and I and I and I ain't even in it, but that's just the way it is. Let's just stop doing this psychological harm to each other because it's doing more damage than we think. Because it's having a
Oh,
snowball
I don't
effect.
think it's doing that much damage.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, it's killing us. It's
You know,
killing the community. I used to call stuff like this conscious killing. You killing the consciousness. You putting demon seeds inside people's brains. Because especially when I used to have my nephews and my young people watching, and people would start acting real crazy on there, and they would be like, Uncle Eric, why are they acting like that? Why are they saying stuff like that? And I was like, man, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea why they going off like that on each other because it's not expected. We really have a lot of expectations right here. People come here to be free from the bullshit. So if they come over here and find out that we ain't got our shit together, it's worse than church. You know, people leave the church to come here. People leave other shit to come here. And if we ain't ready to receive them, it's like we need to start all over again and go back to the beginning and check ourselves. Because it's like, come on, y'all. We supposed to be the ones that know it all. And if we can't show it all, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, you're right, Eric. I'm gonna reread this. We have a right to be here. And whether or not it's clear to you, no bit doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Hell yeah.
Therefore,
I'm
keep
sorry, what? Yeah.
your labors in aspiration in a noisy confusion of life. Keep peace within yourself with all its shams, drudgery, broken dreams. It's still a beautiful world.
Words of a great man.
And Blunt, I am sorry for being offensive.
There you go. There you go. That's it.
But I don't feel like you're being authentic. And you're calling
Authentic?
and and you're calling people out for being something that they're not, like losers, and it offends me and it hurts me.
Right. I
Okay.
do. I do feel you on that. I think Blunt, you probably should go ahead and apologize to her on some real shit.
You don't need to apologize.
No, I mean, seriously though, because if
But
he
it
really,
is
if he
like
really, if he really
So
hurts you,
anyone,
do
but
that, Blunt.
isn't it anyone who has
It
well
makes
intentions and I read it or
us mad.
interpreted it wrong or whatever, then I'm truly sorry. But if someone was intentionally just fucking shit up, then I will not. Yeah, I won't be sorry. So yeah, until I know that for sure, everyone also always has a chance to, and I'm the judge or something, It's the same with me, right? If I'm being an asshole, they're gonna get my ass too. Right? It's like, fuck.
right?
Yeah,
Hey, Blunt, it's not like you're the judge of somebody.
no, but wow.
But when you go on somebody's live hangout and then you call out the chat room for being dickwads, um, it's kind of offensive because
Most
you don't
definitely.
know who's in the chat room and you don't know why they're in the chat room and you don't really know why they're saying shit and then you call them out as being losers. Come on.
Well, he did say it was a few people that he recognized that was on that bullshit. He never said that he recognized you, Mackinstone. He just said to those that he did recognize an icon, I
You
saw
didn't
you was on that
recognize
bullshit.
anybody
You're a
Thanks
loser.
for
because
making it clear.
everybody had been banned and they came in as others, and then he calls them losers,
Which was a troll attack. Wow.
you
Right?
know? And, if you want to go kiss up
That
your
was a nice
grandma's
one.
ass, okay with me. If you want to kiss up to Eric's ass,
Yeah, man, I'll just
okay,
diarrhea. I'll take it all, man. Fuck.
you know, don't be a dipshit.
Mm,
And don't
it's
pretend
hard
like
to
you're not.
swallow someone's shit and not be a dipshit, right?
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Pimping ain't easy.
Hard out here for a pimp when your gas money is spent. It's
No, no,
hard
no.
out here for a pimp.
If you want to discuss further, Mac, I'm sorry if you pronounced it wrongly.
You can call me
Very
Mac.
sorry. I'm
Mac
sorry.
is Mac's good.
How do you want me to mention you? To call you?
Mac, Matt?
Okay, Mac, cool. No. But I agree that's a bit, Eric and others. Yeah, get it off your chest is one thing, but if we have personal beef, and that's what I tend to think this way in pretty much every community or yeah movement I see. You see these public harassments, and everyone gets involved somehow, and just go to somewhere private, a community or just private messages, whatever. Just talk shit out there, then the rest won't be so. Then the rest can just proceed, just fucking grown men, right? They can just and so and such a troll. Not, although I do have to say did certainly seem that way, like a troll attack with all the fingers down, and it was just playing music. It was, but I'll look it back, no problem.
I
And
understand why.
but I know these peoples also like troll squads and everything, and they just want to fuck shit up. Yeah,
What
and then
about the
you're yeah, people who say it cannot be done should not interfere the ones doing it, and yeah,
what
Um,
about
bit
I
running out,
I would like to believe, Blunt, that you have a lot of compassion and caring, and I sense that sometimes. But then again, I felt like riding on people, and you were adhering to whatever venue you were on, and that doesn't make me think you're authentic.
well, okay,
That's no, no problem. But
I think,
do you find I'm not open to? Sorry, Eric. That's the last thing I wanted to ask, man. Then I don't wanna. Sorry, but do you
yeah,
feel I'm not open-minded to different opinions? And
yeah,
I hope you're open minded.
uh,
I can't do anything about it if you're not open minded. But, you know, when you call people out that you don't even know, that you don't even know what the situation is, because you're getting a venue to
but you would
voice,
also be wrong there. Right? I'm
because
just.
you're getting a venue to voice your opinion, and then you slam the people that are on the side.
Mm,
Um, I take offense.
okay.
yeah, I
Because
think,
I never go online. Ask anybody here. I never go online.
Okay,
yeah,
how would I
uh,
say it? I appreciate your respectful way of telling me this, and I will look back. And when I look back at the replies and I see that I react in a way when people are just attacking randomly, and especially Americans, calling out Americans like that's something I'm gonna pay attention to, and we'll talk about that another time, and not like in a threatening way or something. Well, we'll talk it out, But I have another body on my side and an enemy. But if I do find out if someone is a government troll, I don't give a shit, man.
right.
Nobody's
Uh,
really
I'm
good.
not referring to you, right? To make it
Don't
clear.
be so paranoid about that.
I'm sorry?
Don't be so paranoid about government
Okay,
trolling.
what's your definition of paranoia?
Being scared that people are government
That.
trolls, are shills, are, you know, I
Well,
don't
they're
really
listening
talk. I
anyway,
don't talk
so
to anybody. I don't
What did
yeah.
you say, Rebecca?
so well they're listening anyway, so
Yeah, that's
you
also
know.
true.
Yeah. So
Fine.
yeah, so it's like 9:23,
No, I'm
and
sorry.
I just want to say thank everybody for coming out. Thank all the viewers, everybody in the chat room, everybody that decided to come to Blunt Island, to the Bong Factory. Slash slash, get it off your chest. So it's just like I think we got some transparency tonight from both sides. And I want to talk about the 2030 agenda before it gets cut off. You know, yeah, what's going on in 2030?
I'll be dead by then.
A lot of us will probably.
Right.
Yeah, because we all have an opinion, and those are the people that do not want to stick around. You know.
Wow. So why would they pick 2030 like that? What's specific about those
It's a
numbers?
It's like
cycle.
their deadline.
Oh,
It's not like then it's gonna happen. It's getting signed tomorrow. I'm sorry. Tomorrow the UN is going to talk about it like in the weekend, you know, everybody's getting drunk. And money bam, this got signed, and it's all sustainable development. And you look into the files, and it's also so sugar coated, like it's for the environment better, you know. Just have global arrangements. They want the IMF has already proposed a global currency on the 15th or the 20th October, and I've even heard, and not like some rumor, but this is a bit far, a bit far. The Bitcoin they're trying to throw in there, man.
wow.
Yep.
And
Wow.
it's a little bit in a month, right? It's now the 25th of September, and yeah, the IMF was talking about the 15th or the 20th. And
So
I've
what?
got all these links and
So
files.
what's going on with the 28th of September? They trying to kill us on that day too?
I don't know. I
Blood
haven't.
moon.
Do you know Rebecca?
The blood moon.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, the blood
Eclipse.
moon.
Eclipse and blood moon.
Okay, so yeah, the Bible always say when the moon turn to blood, that's one of the signs of its coming, right? And I was like, we keep having all these blood moons, and my man ain't showed up yet. You know,
It's a natural occurrence. There ain't nothing biblical about it, in my opinion.
I agree.
Natural.
I think it's being abused by yeah
you
people
know,
who
that's supposed to be that's supposed to be one of the signs of his coming. Is the sun will turn dark and the moon will turn into blood, and then you'll look up and your redemption draweth nigh. It's like all these blood moons. I would like, get me out of here if I'm getting out of here.
So
You
people
know,
be afraid.
I rather take the trip because if all the Jesus stuff is real and all the work that I put in when I was 17, all of it would pay off for me. Hell yeah. I take the heavenly ride and eat some fucking fruit.
I personally feel
Mhm.
it's not like it's inevitable, it's gonna happen. They use it as signs and plans to, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, just don't fake with no hologram Jesus coming back. Don't
No,
hologram my man like that. Don't be disrespectful.
look, man, if he's gonna come, it's gonna be a
Right.
robot head Jesus on a, you know, or a normal person's head on a robot body. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It'd be on, because I look at some of the stuff that I've seen since I've been on this. Matter of fact, man, some shit I've seen since I've been on this planet is some shit on this fucking planet. We ain't here by our motherfucking stuff. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's some shit here with us. We ain't
Yeah.
alone. You know what I'm saying? We ain't alone. So I ain't putting nothing past nothing because it seems like it's all possible now.
Look, man, in the end, we're all maggot food. And even when we're alive, we're just carriers for bacteria, man. They rule the fucking world. We think we rule the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I've seen a lot in these 46 years. I've had a dream that one day the planet Earth was spinning in retrograde. Why the fuck am I out of space? But yeah, if you look back now, the Earth is turning in the opposite direction. The people, I mean, some are staying focused because they can, but the people that they can spin around, they're spinning you, putting you in the box, shipping you, tagging you, selling you. You know, Planned Parenthood. They talking about they selling body parts. I mean, it's just like
Harrier.
kidnapping girls and trafficking. You
Well,
know, a whole lot of shit is happening that we don't even really get into. You know, and I don't know.
It is a
Eh,
brain fart or what?
all for what?
Yeah, did you have a brain fart or just like I don't? It's a too hard question.
No, yeah, man, and I'm just saying though, when the kidnapping and the disappearing of people, it's like it's at a high rate now.
They're all symptoms, man. If do you want me to send you those files? You can just look into it and you can just yeah.
You know,
It's not like there's look they sugarcoat the shit, so it's not like paragraph two point one point two molesting children. it's not it's official reports, but they sugarcoat it and. You see from Tonga and the small islands just agreeing with it that a global governing system,
yeah,
they alternate it, they alternate the words and the terms, but it means the same, just a new world order. And when I heard that new world currency, I was like, yeah, fuck, bitcoins, cool, perfect, man.
yeah,
RFID chip, it all comes together, man.
yeah. And then I was thinking they was talking about the Pope, and the raping of the children. So a long time ago, when I was living in Orange Mills, I guess I can tell a EVZ true Hollywood story real quick. You know, one of my girlfriends, her Marine friend, came home from Afghanistan, and we sitting at the bar talking. So he just began to say that while he was out there on tour, he could hear the screaming and the crying of little boys being raped. And I was like, yeah, that shit is in the news right now too. And that story, he was telling me the shit in 2005. We're talking 10 years later, they still doing that same fucking shit over there. It's just like it's so much energy that we can put on caring about other people as opposed to attacking each other. So much other shit going on, y'all, for real.
I agree, man. Potato has something to say, but at least let Eric say his thing, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, what it be do, man?
what do you be
Uh,
doing?
I be
Hey,
smoking.
this is truth undenied, truth cult denied. Josh, uh, potato, fried chicken, all the above. No,
All right.
man, like I just,
Gosh.
you know, I, I just kind of wanted to pop in, say what's up.
What's up,
You
man?
know,
Nice meeting you.
yeah, man. Actually, Liquid Blunt, man. I kind of had a couple questions for you, if you wouldn't mind.
Sorry, man. Was smoking. I'm always open for questions, man.
All right, yeah. So, I mean,
As
like,
long as they're not,
I,
restricted
I
for.
should have called I should have called this show Q and A with Liquid Blunt.
Yeah, the calling out the blood.
Yeah, calling out the blunt.
And my avatar still hasn't changed. Fuck. Out of respect, I
Say you're a superstar, man.
maybe I have to refresh. No, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't have any other. Why is my shit
no, I mean,
glitching?
this is one of the personal like questions, like, or not like personal about you, but personal from my end, like things that I've just kind of witnessed and watched a little bit of.
Go ahead, man. Just ask.
Okay,
Don't
well, first,
sugarcoat it.
I noticed like a while back you had some interactions with Jerome Lamb,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, you kind of like talk some smack about trolls a little bit, and I do want to kind of give my opinion that
Okay.
what you were kind of doing to Jerome Lamb was what I would consider trolling. I mean, so I guess really kind of there, like I ask you how what you were doing there is any different than what's, let's say, I do to Mr. Grimm. I mean, how is that much different?
Oh, so my mic was off. That's first of all a great question, but oh, that's a camera off. Camera on. Hello. No, but first of all, So why do you think there's nothing wrong with trolling? And what's your definition of trolling? Just so we can have a clear understanding of
Okay.
what we're talking about, you know?
Sure, absolutely. Okay, well, to me, trolling is is a subjective term, which means it can mean a lot of different things. It's biased. Like, so I don't necessarily consider what I do trolling. My main account gets blocked, so I create an alternative account to go in, and I continually get blocked for maybe poking fun a little bit or asking tough questions. But all I've generally asked is to speak freely. So my short
The
answer.
who's the asshole question, basically.
But to short answer to that question, trolling would be, in my opinion, kind of going in, maybe using a sock account, having a little bit of fun, goofing off, and kind of like somewhat picking at somebody. But that again, it becomes subjective. To it can have many different implications. It could be nefarious, like a government troll shill kind of thing, which I don't think there's many of those. Or it could be just somebody like myself who's fed up with lies, fed up with BS, and will basically call it out till the bitter end. And that's my perspective, anyways.
That's you're fucking right, man. But first of all, let me say I just appreciate you coming in and giving your opinion. But and this is a good question also. It's just like who's the terrorist here, you know? It's just that simple, you know. But if you're and like you were saying, you're fed up with all the lies and the bullshit and that's what I'm sorry. We all are so pissed the fuck off about, you know. We're so sick of the bullshit, and people are trying to change it, and whether they're doing it correct. I'm sorry, were you talking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate.
No, 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 no. I mean, you're fine. I'm on my phone actually, so it might not be as clear. But no, I can hear you just fine. So
No,
you can
but
continue.
I saw your circles move, so I thought you were talking, and I'm just rambling like usual. Go.
Um, but yeah, no, I mean, so like, I guess that simple question again, like, well, what makes what you are doing necessarily any different than what I am doing?
Not yeah. In principle, not much. But it's the same. Just interrupting someone, but if someone is intentionally just fucking with someone look, if you don't like someone, you know, I don't like a lot of people, I'm not gonna bother them, and I'm not accusing this, I'm just trolling, and I'm calling I hate calling it trolling, let's call it, because that's only online, just agitating, you know, just stirring the shit up with
Mhm.
the yeah, the effect, the lovely effect of bullshit. That's so maybe, you know, you could have some fun. I don't know, with me or Grim or whatever, you know, uh and just live totally uh without seeing each other, you know. But why the stabbing? Just you're interrupting, you know. If he was, I'm not saying like you're doing it now, not accusing you of it, but why someone's trying something, why interrupt it, you know? If you have good arguments, good questions, and someone is being an asshole about getting good questions, yeah, then he's an asshole, right? That's
Well,
basically anarchy, right? Anarchy and accountability. Sorry, I'm alright.
avoiding the question a little bit again.
Yeah, okay, sorry, what's the question then?
Again, like, how is okay? I don't agree. First off, I'd like to say I don't agree with Jerome Lamb. He's not somebody on my friend. I wouldn't consider him a friend by any means, and I don't even talk to the guy personally. But I watch a lot, and I noticed you kind of interrupted his argument. You kind of went at him ad hominem, like the same way I did per se to, like, let's say, to Grin. It's the same kind of tactic, but
Yeah.
again, is that any really different than what I'm doing? And I mean, I'm not calling you out as like a piece of shit or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I really stand for accountability, and I don't go for double standards at all. And maybe you're not aware of it being in that perspective. And so I'm just trying to kind of like self, so to speak.
Yeah, I understood only. two words because of the blanket thrown over the camera. but, but I agree with you. But a hard question, you know. But in basically it's the same, you know. You're just fucking with people. But are you doing it? It's just like uh, just putting it to an extreme just to show it. If you see your body be, being beat up, you would just stop with this bullshit, you know. And that's different than attacking someone, you know? Just randomly attacking. It's different than just asking with interest. We're not helping each other, you know? That's the whole fucking problem. That's why we keep getting raped by these fucking rulers because we're constantly doing this bullshit to each other, man.
Again, though, I have valid reasons for why I would do such a thing. Maybe it's a little bit below the belt, but at the same time, I feel like I probably more so than most people out here have been called out from everything to a government agent to a shill to the biggest troll. I control a troll network, whatever. And no, that is absolutely not true. I just speak my mind, and people don't like to hear it. I get banned, I get blocked, I come back harder. I wouldn't come in with multiple accounts. I wouldn't raise my voice and use all caps. And really, as far as distracting the show, why should anybody?
Other caps.
But why should you be paying attention to the you? My whole point, the whole thing I'm really doing is the same thing maybe Tim Osmond's doing. Maybe on a different level. I'm not as harsh as he is. He's a little goofier, but at the same time, it's pointing out the flaws. Why should he even be worried about what's said in the chat? Why should he be worried about any of that? If it's really about the information and it's not about the ego, then why not just speak about the information and say, damn the chat, keep it open, but don't pay attention. When you block, you feed it. You're feeding the trolls, you know? Like, I come in with my main account every time first, and then I start asking questions, or I start calling out when somebody's lying. And you know, a quick little thing with Grim. Grim and I had a truce, and I kept my word. I did not bother the guy. He had respect for me. I had respect for him. We kept our distance from one another. And all of a sudden, he comes after my friends, accusing them of things that are not happening. Like you said, standing up for your buddies. And then he brings it on back at me, blocks me, starts re-uploads a video calling me a real troll, a real shill trying to ruin the movement, when that's never what I've been about. So I have absolutely valid reasons for I don't do this to be a dick. I do it because I have a perspective. Some people agree with it, some people don't. But that's what the truth movement is all about. That's what the truth is all about. All different perspectives, varying as though they may be, can interact with one another. And I disagree with many people on a lot of things. But I will always take the time of day to be civil, as I'm doing here, and approach it with respect. You know, I'm not here to dog on you. I'm just trying to point it out. And one thing I would like to bring up, you know, you yourself kind of went after one of my buddies, and you know, I'm not going to get into that, but why wouldn't I have my buddies back when they've done the exact same thing for me? When I was dealing with the lies that Chad was spreading and Tara, when they said I posted her children's information online, which was a lie.
But we do agree there was some bullshit, right, Chad? That's going too far, man. That's not trolling. That's just being a complete asshole.
You know,
In my
so
Well,
opinion, man.
agree. Like, if anything I do, and I can't speak for anyone else, but anything that I do is directly based on what I truly believe. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. I don't attack anybody personally. I go superficial, maybe a little bit ad hominem, but I see something, especially somebody that's trying to bullshit me, and if I can get under their skin a little bit, well, I'm going to poke and prod at that and let them expose themselves. That's my principle.
But why do you want to go under their skin?
right.
Why don't
Stay
you try to, trying to help each other, trying to grow, you know, just like you said, feeding the negative, you know, you can also flip the script on yourself, you know,
You're
and
absolutely right.
what I did was maybe just as wrong. I'm not gonna state what's right or wrong, just for my feeling, you know, my just like you said, sticking up for your body, but it's the same thing, and coming
Right.
back harder, it's the same shit, right?
Right. Fucking with people is fucking with people regardless of what
We're
you want to label it as.
Sure, no, but let me explain this though. I'm not just fucking with people, okay? I
You said
come
you had
in
a
and
you
I
said you had a
speak.
purpose. You said you had
Honor
a
is
purpose.
kin. That's that
No, but
mentality.
again, let me explain my angle. Because when somebody's lying, when somebody is outright lying, when somebody is not standing for actual truth, they're letting other things interact. Well, then it's like a weakest link. We need to keep ourselves in check. That is my whole point. Accountability. Admit when you're wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. I got caught trolling a few months ago, and it was under different circumstances, and I was wrong in that aspect. But anything I do now, I come in with, I say, I might be on a different account, but anytime anybody asks, I say, hey, it's Josh, because
Oh,
I'm not afraid to speak my mind under my own alias, under who I am. I'm going to come out and say it over and over, like things I don't stand for. Fear porn pushing, people making money, trying to push it for money. That's something I don't agree with. Grimm agreed with me on this. And I'm not coming to Grimm to be a dick. I'm
Pretty
coming
much.
at him. If he apologized to me like he did before, I would let it go again. Anybody that truly comes at me and gives me the time of day to listen and talk, I can walk away civilly from, as long as they can. And that's all I ask of anybody. But when you block me, you ban me, you keep me agitated, trolling me, well, yeah, I mean, of course, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm a strong person.
That's all right, man.
I'm going to come back with a vengeance, but it's not to be a dick. It's because you're lying, and it's not truth at that point. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying anybody in that
Yeah.
position, if they're lying, I will keep pushing it, because why should I let other people believe as I threatened his family? Why should I let people believe that lie? Because that is a lie, and I will continually poke and prod him. He said I hacked his computer. I can't hack anything. I'm on a phone right now. What am I supposed to hack from my $30 phone? That's the thing. Lies are spread. And when lies are spread, I will continually be there. When people are frauds, when they're pushing fear porn, when they're out there just for money, I will continually go after them, because it's wrong. It's wrong. Truth is free. Truth is
I'm sorry, who's making those sounds, man? That's so annoying. Sorry.
you feel like that's your mission, right? You feel like that's your purpose is to be the corrector of the community.
no, 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 no. I am
No,
not
I'm
anything.
still.
I am a nobody. But I speak my mind. If I disagree with something, I'll speak it. I'm not asking you to agree with me. All I'm
That's
saying,
Right,
normal in my opinion, man.
right. I feel you, potato. You definitely got a lot of good points there, and you do have a great motive because the truth should be free. But some people are in situations where they don't really have a job, and these platforms have became cash dependent. So
you're right. But
in the
that's
words
no.
of in the words of the immortal Jay-Z, you can't knock the hustle.
No, but see, at the same time, that's no excuse. I work 3 jobs. I work 6 days a week. I bust my ass, and I still find time to come on here and speak my mind. Why? I can make videos. I used to have a pretty decent sized channel, and I,
I
I
do have to agree with Josh there, man. Fucking.
you know,
And he
man,
fucked lately with his Illuminati
But
fucking shit, man. Sorry,
but
go on, Josh.
but in some cases it could be because well I don't know because if I look at a lot of people that sell literature, T-shirts, videos, and stuff like that, and I don't have no problem with it because if you can make some money off of this, because it's not always that I'm gonna be getting money from you personally. It's billions of people on here that donate or buy a
but let me.
videotape or a T-shirt or something from me, and I don't have to be called a troll. I could be called a businessman or a salesman of myself to provide for my security and safety for my family.
But okay, but
You
wait
know,
just a second. Okay? Well,
I
now
want you to make a point, man.
Alex Jones. You've got Dabu out there doing the same thing. These people are making money and they're pushing outright lies. It's disinformation.
Who is
How
who?
how is me going after somebody like Dabu or anybody? I'm not going to mention all kinds of names. I'll mention Dabu and Alex Jones. But these kind of people, Pete Santilli, anybody like that that is pushing lies for money. For money. It's not about the truth, and it muddies the waters. It detracts from the truth. It's all this to me. I got behind a truth movement. That was everything. I know who you are, Eric Zipper. We've been on shows before. I talked to you back in the past. I was truth
Right.
undenied. You know? I mean, I've always been cool. I know you're a legit person. I'm not going after legit people, man. I'm going after people that are trying to fuck us all over for their what they want. And to me, people, Jeff C, all these other guys call out Alex Jones constantly. Well, why is it any different when I call out somebody on their bullshit? When it's we keep each other in check. How can we progressively grow as a truth movement when we can't keep each other in check? We should be allegiance to information and truth, not based on friendship. If any of my closest homies I chill with on here said something I did not agree with, I would tell them, and we would be able to resolve it. But the issue is when I cannot directly talk to somebody, and they, Jeff C, another guy that threw me under the bus. I hosted his show on my channel. I had that guy's back as much, and yet all of a sudden he calls me a shill.
Again, man.
Right.
Why would
Who's
I
throwing
do
that
this?
towel? Is that? I'm sorry. That's. Man. Could you mute? I'm gonna mute you for the. If you don't mind.
Shut
Why
up.
me, man?
No, because I can't hear
Uh,
Josh speaking. You know.
yeah. So somebody has some background. It's cool. Go ahead
I don't
and
know. She's
because
doing
they
something with
might
a
can't
towel or
mute.
something. Sorry,
They
man.
might can't mute themselves. So yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
Man, look, I'm not a shit stirrer, I'm a divider. All I am is somebody that cares about truth and will do anything to make sure that truth is forefront, not money, not anything else. When you start going at it for the money, if you make money from really good information, from really good shit, I'm not going to bother you. Truth Virus, he makes a little bit of money. I'm not after that guy. He's a legit guy. But you've got these other people. I don't even care if they're about money. If they're not about truth, if they're about views, if they're about popularity, if there's a hierarchy, then that is my issue. That is, truth has no leaders. We are our own individual leaders. I don't need anybody else to tell me what the truth is. We should find this on our own. Use our own discernment. That's simple.
Word.
Hello.
Well spoken,
I
bro.
heard it, but you're fading away, man. But I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah.
But that's
That.
pretty much anarchy. What you're talking about, so it's.
It's not anarchy. I'm not an anarchist. But this isn't government. This is a group of people that are working together to find truth. This is not a government. This is people, individuals working together for a common goal of
But there's
finding
a
truth.
hierarchy, right?
Right.
We in a hierarchy, though.
Uh, Is it
You
me
know.
or is he dropping out?
No hierarchy.
No,
No
man.
hierarchy. No, no, but
It's just us down here.
it's just putting a label on it. It's just being
You know.
yeah, free and accountable for your actions, but no ruler over you, that's no hierarchy bullshit. And of course, someone's always going to be a leader or better in making bricks or I don't know what, no fucking no, but this
Not really.
bullshit, this lying for
You're
power and
trying
money.
to align yourself with
I'm
people
sorry?
that you might think are, you
Eric,
know,
is it me or are the people dropping off?
suspect. Suspect.
You know.
I
Yeah.
heard
But,
suspect and that's pretty much it.
it's like I think we grow. I think we growing rapidly as a
Turn over
nation.
to
You know.
potato.
I think. I
I'm
think.
sorry?
I think the
You know my
conscious.
potatoes.
I did not hear a word you say.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have Tourette ears too.
Because I have?
You fading in and out.
Can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she fading in and out.
also it's
Oh,
Yeah.
Blunt Island, not Alcohol Island, if you know.
Right, yeah, we is at Blunt Island. Give it up for Blunt Island tonight in the Bong Factory.
I
Applaud, man. Bong, applaud.
Oh,
Good
right.
shit, man.
Yeah, because the Google effects do not work.
Yeah, I
And
pushing it
you
along,
guys
dude.
tell me when it's time. I'll play us out with some music that's not copyrighted.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all down for Blood Island. I'm not here to try to stir up your show, man. I want people to understand that I'm not just some bad guy trying to fuck with people, man. I might be harsh at times, but if you give me the time of day, I will always be civil with you and always treat you with respect. And I'm not here to run you down. And I just want people to understand that what I'm doing isn't this nefarious. I might be a troll, if you want to call me that, but I don't work for anybody. This is my own personal belief. You don't have to agree with it, but I'm not a government agent. I'm a person, and that shit is ridiculous. And that's
Government agents are also persons, not saying that you are now,
Right,
everyone.
right. They people too.
Tennessee, man. What do I have to get? I work 3 jobs. I do crawl spaces. I mow lawns. I do deliveries. Man, what the
I
hell
feel
am
you,
I?
man. I feel you, and that's what hurts me, man. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. Everybody's so we're being so fucked, man, and we're constantly talking, not again in general, talking about bullshit, colors, religions, and in the end, whether it's me or you or the third's reaction or just the action, if it's with the negative intentions, it will only grow and grow. Maybe it will stop, but
Yeah.
mostly it will grow. And the same thing is with love, man. It's just or good intentions. Love
Yeah.
is almost gay here right now. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. It's, it's,
There's there's
it's,
no
it's,
appreciation,
Oh,
The differences between people are so small,
yeah.
But
and the similarities are so big. When I
I
compare
under,
to Rothschild,
but not everything is about love. Sometimes I might do things.
kindness.
I might do things that appear negative externally, but it's getting through. It's cutting through the bullshit. It's
Right.
cutting right, going towards it. No, no, not one fuck is given. I'm just gonna fucking do it, man. And like, you know, I'm not here to fuck with people. That isn't why I joined. I've been around YouTube and the truther community since the get-go. I've been around YouTube since about 2007, 2008. I grew up interested in fucking exposing Masonic bullshit. This is, I'm almost 30 years old. This is something that I do on the side. I live a normal life, but the thing is, I see
Expose? Oh man, he's dropping in and out again, man. I'm sorry, man.
almost it. I see
No,
good-hearted, honest people getting taken advantage of, and I cannot stand for that. That's something that really bothers me, and I will not shut up. I will not.
liars, deceivers.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to ask you about, like this is, I mean, you can hit me up privately if you'd rather talk about it privately, but
Dropping it really in and out, man. That's really shitty, man. It's everyone really listening to you.
can you hear me?
what a
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, look,
Because
some
it's
of
a cell phone.
like anybody I hang out with is not fucking with you, man. They're not fucking with anything. And why are you going after my homies? They've got my back. I've got theirs.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So I'm not here to talk, justify my actions, what an or whatever, man. Well, it is what it is, man. It's just as good as bad, It's action, reaction, third reaction, whatever.
Yeah.
When is it? Does it start with calling an asshole or just shoving in or punching? It's all just it's judging, judging each other for some bullshit. Well, we should be helping each other. And when someone is just fucking shit up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
we
like
all
Kenny,
thing, and
it's like
as well as me, right?
Just
yeah.
an attention seeker, Blunt.
I'm sorry.
To, to me, it seems like you're just an attention seeker.
You accusing me again with
Um,
assumptions,
no, I'm not.
unfounded,
I
which is
said
really not good for this conversation, man.
it seems to me you're just an attention seeker, and
I have also
you're not
certain
really
assumptions, but
you're
you know what I'm
not
saying?
really doing. If there is any community, you're not really doing it any good,
No, no, no.
and you're
I
keeping.
mean,
Another
I
Let's
wouldn't
unfounded
say
keep it
that.
separated.
accusation.
I would disagree.
You're
But
a bitch to me.
you're really rude,
Yeah.
and this is
Yeah,
live.
I don't care.
That's it.
My nickname is Mac Attack.
Attack all you want, man. Fuck that shit, man.
No,
You're
you're
smoking my
a
blood.
big, a Big Mac attack. Yeah.
Attack all you want, man. Fuck it. Over here
no,
smoking my
I
blood.
I don't care. I'm not on here for anything.
Have fun, man. Do your thing.
You
You
know.
know, you come on anybody's channel and you spill your shit. You're not even from our country, and you attack
Wow,
us.
discriminate. Well,
Don't we all do that though? We can
this is
come
the
out
funny
here and
part.
say
Yeah.
what
Hi,
we
Rebecca.
think. We get out here and say what we think. I
No,
mean, what's so wrong with that?
I'm cool with saying what you think, but my only issue, the only reason
Did I
I
say
even
something about USA,
It's
Josh?
worldwide. I mean, what the fuck? It's going on the whole fucking world.
I just want to
It's
say
not just
Hi,
here in the
Rebecca.
U.S. It is everywhere.
You're what? I'm sorry. You're really accusing, man. I think Josh is coming here really decent, but you're just
No, I was
really
listening
annoying, man.
to Rebecca, and you just overran her.
No, if that was the
Yes,
case, I'm sorry. You
overtalked
overran her by calling
Rebecca.
her a liar. That's
look,
that's that's not cool, man. But Josh, what's your opinion about that? Did I say something about USA? I didn't. Was it discriminate Americans or something?
this isn't my beef. My only thing is the reason I even felt a need to approach you.
Mm.
One of my friends had received, in my opinion, no reason, and that to me, they've had my back over some serious shit, and I will have their back till the end. They're my homies, and I'm gonna stand up and ask because I want to know like what has my friend done to you or anybody else personally to receive negative
To me,
response.
nothing personal, and that's why. Look, man, I've spoken to, I've posted twice about him, and afterwards, never again, man. He didn't. Yeah, he made some funny choice. He even cracked me up one time. So why should I? It's just sending the message, like concentrate on those assholes, not on. We're all in this together, and yeah, we disagree, and we hate that all these problems are because of this fucking society and this fucking drugs we're getting, And no, we're not gonna fucking dance around at campfire, but this is some bullshit.
I was talking
I want to hang in your campfire.
I was talking about a woman that made not the nicest comments toward and kind of like she felt a little bit attacked by you. And I think you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to bring her name up live on air, but you know who I'm
Mac
talking about.
Attack.
Influence freedom, yeah, I did attack her, and
Oh,
if I
did
see her
you do
again, I'll
that
do it
to
again.
influence too?
But this woman
Where?
has done anybody. She speaks her mind as I do, and I respect her absolutely. She hasn't attacked anyone. She never attacks anyone. I've never seen her. I talk to her along with other people quite regularly, and I've never seen this woman attack anybody. So why did she deserve your attacks?
So
Because
what
she
is it?
attacked me.
So what is it? An attack? How do we see?
Yeah,
I noticed that we are redefining words as we go along, right?
good talk, man.
So what does an attack classified as now?
More direct. There were kind of like some innuendos hinting at maybe hacking or something like that.
I'm not
And
gonna hack anyone, but I would consider shutting our internet down if I could.
okay,
In your own country.
that is an attack. That is an attack.
Yeah,
And
I'm getting attacked daily, man. Join the club. And it's not something I do with fun, man. I hate this bullshit. But when someone's and this is when attack, react. It's all act, react. It's when where's the line where we can judge, right from
Right,
wrong.
right,
So
right. Yeah.
it's all
All
the
bullshit.
positive. Are we helping each other or are we interfering with each other? At our own for our own benefit, or
Let me ask,
frustration.
What
let
do
me
you
ask you,
matter?
what did she do to deserve this potential outcome? Let me ask you this. In my opinion, she hasn't done anything. So let me ask you, what has she done to you or anyone else that deserves that kind of um, you know,
Treatment
direction?
or whatever reaction or whatever. Yeah. No, I'll answer that very clearly and good question. Because she was totally the opposite of what you were doing, open-minded for different opinions and giving your opinion, and just rambling the same thing, attacking and assumption and accusations which were totally unfounded and just spewing, hate spewing, dividing bullshit. Then I'm off.
But you're
I'm
wrong
not gonna
because I
spend any time, man, with this fucking Pope coming and everything. Europe, man. I've got other stuff to focus on, man.
you can't dance around my question because I've read all these comments and I've not seen one thing
Man,
that is any.
this mosquito is hard to kill.
Go on,
I
put
swear,
your
I
hand up.
swear, I swear they guiding this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker
Go,
got a
you
guiding
did
device on his ass.
you didn't see any fuck. You didn't see anything wrong in these documents?
Not what this woman did to you. I did not see her doing anything that you just stated, spewing hate and speaking anything other than everybody has a voice of their own. Everybody has the right to speak their mind. I've not seen her do anything. I've watched a lot of this stuff. I keep quiet. I'm a quiet guy, but I can also speak out. And this is why I'm approaching you, is because I'd like to know why one of my friends, who I know for a fact has done nothing, is getting these kind of reactions. Nothing. Well, that's it for me, guys. I kind of proved my point there. So you guys have a great night.
You got
Okay,
transparent.
so who starts with the bullshit? That's pretty much the question, then, right?
No, I think that's enough for the
Oh,
Q
no,
and A for tonight.
no leaves.
I think we're done with the Q and A with Blunt. You know.
What do you say, Eric?
I
Yeah,
can't hear him.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said I think we're done with the Q and A with Blunt tonight.
Yeah, the question.
Uh,
What the fuck was that, man?
yeah, yeah.
But this was a fun
It,
hangout, man.
it was just it was
Nobody
just
said no to questions, man. Fuck.
it was just people want accountability. People want us to be honest. People want us to be real. Just like I said, the expectation level for us, for us to be an idiot or asshole, it's like no, we can't be that. For us to be funny or whatever, it's like we sometimes we adding rules and regulations to it. Oh, I can't say this or say that. I gotta censor this or censor that. I can't be funny in my own way, or or they're gonna call me a shield or a troll if I kick against the prick. If I go against the normal, then they're gonna say I'm a shield or a troll. If I say I'm an atheist, I could be a shield or a troll or a Christian or somebody that don't believe in any fucking thing. Or if I'm a Republican, even if I love Obama, you know, I could be a shield or a troll. It's like we just keep redefining and putting people in the shield and troll classes as
Whatever.
as
Whatever.
as we go along, and that's not healthy for the community. Like eventually, we gonna come on here and ain't gonna be nobody on here, and it's gonna be like a total exodus of everybody because we just couldn't get along. And I think we can do better than that. I think we can do better than that because we're supposed to be the smart ones. We're supposed to be the ones that are awake. We're supposed to be the ones that are not sheeples and sleeples. We supposed to be the chosen ones. So it's like we need to fucking start acting like it and stop having this juvenile bullshit happen to us constantly over and over. again.
Goddamn right.
Because all this play toy shit, playtime is over. I feel like Blunt, the Pope is here. It's like, look, let's put all this
Fuck this.
bullshit aside. Right, the Pope is here. The Pope is here. Like the champ is here. Like the Pope is here now. So it's like, hey, it's time to buckle our seatbelts and put away all our petty differences, and let's get ready to come together as the real truth community, and spin some fucking wheels.
Yeah. At, first, I want to say there was a fucking great speech we had, man. Record that one and send it to me. But that's exactly what I'm trying to say, or at least something like that. In the end, we're all just we're not helping each other. Just fucking each other up. Well, that other person or ourselves maybe are not the problem.
It's
It's
creating
just, it's
heat.
this fucking society and this lack of money and constant stress. Yeah. Then you're agitated as shit, and someone flips the bird. Yeah.
Right, right, exactly. So it's like everything is in question now. We want to question everything, even ourselves. I think I asked that question. Should we even
Especially
question
ourselves.
ourselves?
Uh,
It's like, yeah, because we the one that's coming up with the new ideas. We the truthers. So it's like if we can't question ourselves or check our brother, I feel like it's if a bird shit on my shoulder, brush that shit off for me. Don't let me walk in the mall and all the girls be like, "Ooh, look at your jacket." Get that shit off me, right? If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. But everything ain't for everybody, and every place ain't for everybody. Sometimes you gotta go off the set to say, "Look, bruh, the shit you were saying right there, we gonna have to review that, and then we can get a better understanding." I can be like, "Yeah, yeah, this, that, and the third," and then we can come back together and say, "Yeah, now we got it." That's where we gotta get to, y'all, and I think we can do that shit.
I think that what Josh did there was just said his yeah. That's how he came across. I don't know the fucking dude.
Yeah,
On
because
by talking to him one on one, whatever. But that's okay. He's not attacking. He's questioning. But I did not get his final point when I said, this whole fucking chaos theory. It's in the end, and who begins, who ends. For what's the the line we judge as being wrong? It's all biased. It's all yeah, so personal.
But it's like we're gonna have each other back, because I said that one time before, like when Rapid Fire started off, and Truth used to be on there too, and he can vouch for me by saying this. He know I'm telling the truth that if anybody came on Rapid Fire, all of them guys had each other back. Jeff C, Event Skeptic, they all say if one said no, all of them said no. And I mean, I don't know if we can ever get back to that one mind thinking again, because so much diversity. But
Individualism, diversity is all so so superficial. We're being constantly fed with that shit. Every time the news, a 60-year-old Mexican, it's constantly fuck off, or he been to prison. Why did you fucking mention that? It's fucking crazy, man.
we,
As
we,
long as we as a people can't come to agreements, we're not gonna bash each other's heads with some bullshit. Uh,
right.
we can damn well say our
Time
kiss
to play
freedom
out.
goodbye. Sorry?
Is it time to play out with some music?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, right on, Harry. Man,
What
I
the
love
fuck?
Yeah, it's about that time. I gotta get up and go to
you,
work tomorrow. So yes, this is the time where we say goodbye to all my truther friends. Play us a song, baby.
Harry. Okay, I'm trying.
Blunt Island. Let me put my blunt out.
Man,
Ah, boy, this has been a great night, y'all. Thanks for coming out and
it's
to
been
the
great.
factory, and pretty much getting the family some transparent order. You know, because
Sorry for being here.
we all know where we stand at now,
No,
and it's like I
we
don't
give
think that they
everybody
was
tons of
yeah
chances.
yeah and he deserved a million more because
I
uh,
know. You're right.
outside of his one
You
statement
know.
of losers or whatever his motive might have been. You know, I'm quite sure we've said a lot of other shit that was way worse than losers. You know, even if it's not on this platform in our personal life.
I know.
So it's just like we really can't really throw no stones at nobody. You know, really because we've
Right.
all done some bad
But
somewhere
you know when
sometime.
What's the name of that
watch
weed you're smoking?
experiences,
Sure enough, man, because I ain't gonna act like I ain't never did attack videos. Me and the 13th son had it out,
I
I
don't
went
think
after his
you're playing
ass, and because I thought he was copying my style. I was like, yo, how you gonna wear a black hoodie when I wear a black hoodie? I know why I put the black hood on, but I don't know what you represent. I know what's under my hood, but I was just going at him with it, but I had to stop and think like, I'm doing more harm than help. Even though it may be funny, even though it may get some views, but you do more harm than hurt when you do that because people are
Ah,
emotional. We got feelings, and
I think Blunt
the
fucked up
lashbacks are not
my iPod.
helping.
Blunt, did you
So-
fuck with my iPod?
I'm sorry?
Did you fuck with my iPod?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
man.
stuff did not blow up from Wolf Center, okay?
Trying to play it out, but I'm sorry, I can't.
I think you should look at this piece of shit from Apple, not me, man.
I think we've all been wrong sometimes. I think we can spend a lot of time getting it right. We can
Well,
concentrate
let's
on
think
that.
of a song we could all sing. Why can't we
Um,
be friends?
there
Why
you
can't
go.
We be friends.
why
Why
can't
can't we be
We be
friends?
friends.
Why
Yeah,
can't
we
we be
be
friends?
friends.
Yeah, I like that. Uh-huh.
that was
Told
terrible?
you no changes. That's my voice.
Yeah.
I could put my
Blunt, you
money
supposed
where
to
my
be
hands on myself. It's life worth
right.
living.
Right. Go ahead,
Blunt,
Blunt. Right.
straighten your shit out, man.
That's my
Stick
style,
that
man.
high
Fuck it, man.
volume.
Each his own, right?
Don't come in our country being a bitch, calling us out for shit you don't even know about.
I'm gonna look it up, man. Calling
Yeah,
Americans a
my
bitch.
name is Mac Attack. Look it up.
Mac attack is funny.
Yeah,
But I
Mac
don't
I
mean
never,
attack.
I
it hard.
never
I
attacked
really mean
Americans.
it in love.
I'm sorry?
And
Yeah.
I really mean it in love.
Yeah, I
And,
just, okay, just totally
you
missed my
know,
point.
I, I appreciate your points in a lot of aspects.
Yeah,
But then when you come in and point people out that you don't know shit about, it's offensive.
I
Yeah.
can.
And I know you probably don't mean it.
Oh, I do mean it, but it's just having someone's back. That's more, and
Well,
it's
then
incredible,
if
man. You
you
have a group of friends, and
get, you're a bitch in my book.
yeah, that's fine by me, man. It's not. That's the least of
I
my
like,
worries.
and every time you come in, I'm gonna go, oh, there's that bitch blunt, big fat bitch blunt.
Yeah, look, you can
Uh,
label whatever you want and join as much as you want. I don't have any trouble with it, you know.
Yeah,
It's just the least
I
of my
don't really
worries.
care. I don't do.
Why aren't you doing that?
I
My word.
mean, does the
Whatever I
freedom
do,
of
it
speech
won't fucking matter.
come with the freedom
You
of
quote me?
insult?
I'm sorry, Eric. So go on.
Does the freedom of speech come with the freedom of insult?
Why can't we be friends? I don't know why I can't get my iPod going. I think Blunt fucking hacked it.
He probably hacked your shit.
I know that
Yeah, that
You been
also
cyber hacked.
from
fucker.
your dog and I don't fucking know.
My iPod is not working,
You
and it
stole some
acts like it is.
photographs. That's funny.
Blunt, you bitch.
You see, he got pictures of you smoking.
God dang it! I wish I could play us out with
Then
something.
I would be really a loser here if someone's pictures looking at it. But
Yeah.
fuck, man.
All right. Well, I know. This is
Oh,
not.
we could do. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
And
As
you know it, right? There
I'm
you
not
go.
gonna sing to that
It's the
bullshit, man.
end
Sorry.
of the world as we know
from a
it.
different country.
I feel high. I smoke loud.
Let's do.
I'm
I'm on a highway to hell. I'm on
on the highway
a highway to hell.
to
On
heal.
a highway to.
Hey, yeah, I love that. Yeah, you're right about that. They gonna burn us, especially if we get Bernie Sanders. They gonna burn
Oh
you.
my God! No kidding.
Mm.
Fucking socialist.
Are you I'm sorry. Are you gonna vote on Bernie Sanders?
I
I
mean, I'm
hate
voting
Bernie
for Bernie,
Sanders.
man.
My
I'm
No,
voting
no,
for
no.
Bernie.
Yeah. I think we're on
I
the same
hate our
page here.
next president.
Yeah,
Um,
regardless who it is, every
Yeah.
it's gonna be Joe Biden.
I hate the
president.
government. How's
Yeah.
the government in your country, hon?
We have 11 parties. It's, it's the
Obama
same
sick.
shit, man. It's just a different dress, but it's the same bullshit, really. It's a global fuckery. If you
I
look at that
know.
corner, United
That's
Obama.
right.
Nations is the NWO.
It is a global fuckery.
Joe Biden
United
gonna be
is the
Joe
NWO.
Biden gonna be your president.
I pushed that question out, and the only response I got back was positive was Iceland. That said, our government's cool.
Yeah.
You
That
know, any other country, there is no good government. And Trump, he seems cool and shit, like not a politician. He's just a fucking rodeo clown. Just like Ron Paul, something to give people an idea that it might be okay. It's just all bullshit,
wow.
and we don't need to fight against each other. We need to just fucking fight.
Right.
right on.
Fight
You
the
know,
power.
and I'm
Fight the
sorry,
power
but
that be.
and you know, and I respect you and your country, and our governments are screwed up,
It's the
and
same here, man. Appreciate
placing,
it.
we're displacing our anger.
Yep.
I totally agree, man. But don't
We
think
don't
that
know what
our
to do with
government
it.
is any better than your government.
I know.
It's like
I
when we
know.
get mad, we don't know what to do with it. We don't know what to do with that anger. And if you happen to be there, you just happen to get struck down.
Yeah. You're in my way. You're gonna get a Mac attack.
Right. You get a Mac attack
And
with
I
cheese.
don't
I'm
really
back,
mean it in
Anakin,
my
and then I'm
heart.
gonna come and beat you, and then I'm gonna shoot you, and it's it's
Yeah.
the same
I
That's
don't
bullshit, man.
really mean it in
how
my heart.
that's how
But
I
if I see
get.
patterns and I'm
You know,
suspect, I'm gonna call that shit out.
You
it's
call out whatever, and
it's
that's
because
accountability, right? No problem, and
you
what's wrong
know,
is being seen
Now,
right, right?
and we don't want to show no weakness. We don't want to let nobody know that we weak. So we strike. The empire strikes back sometime, and we just gotta know that. But we fighting the wrong ones. The
I
Pope is here.
Well said.
The Pope is here.
I
The
know.
Pope is here.
I'm fucking crying.
You know. Yeah, but I'm thinking Obama is sick. Y'all seen his hands? I pay attention to hands a lot.
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
guy's
Oh,
hands is real skinny. Either he already did and this is a clone, but this guy's hands is shriveling. He's shriveling the fuck up. And Biden's gonna be the president because he's gonna be out of here.
yeah, he might get shot in the head before it's all over.
I don't know about that, man, but his hands looking
God,
kind of
the
he
one,
don't look
the one to
he
the
don't look basketball
Yeah,
ready no more.
you
You know,
know,
he
I
don't
don't
look
really.
quick in the hands.
The whole world has kind of made me a little cold and cynical,
I don't know.
and I don't really fucking give a fuck if anything happens to him because I am so tired of being lied to.
Mm.
Yeah,
They,
I
they,
totally agree with
they,
you.
they just gonna bring somebody else in there to lie to you.
Well, that's okay. Bring
it ain't
on
it ain't
what's
no
her name?
different,
Joanne, whatever.
you know.
The old bitch that got shot
You know.
or died, from her fucking facelift.
Uh,
You know,
this thing is
bring
about
on
secret
Whoopi
society and money,
Goldberg. She'd be a better president.
and that ain't even her name. You know, somebody was going through the names today.
God,
Yeah,
they
it's it's crazy. It's like yeah, her name ain't even Whoopi Goldberg. It's something completely else.
I can't even
Hmm.
remember anything anymore.
Some Crystal Jones Jr. Some other shit. You know, it's just
Chemtrail
not her
needs
name.
more. You know what pisses me off the most? Chemtrails.
Me
Because I
Yeah,
can
too.
fucking see them every day of my life.
yeah,
Yep. Same here.
yeah.
There's
Constantly
so
being
many things
sprayed.
I wouldn't know where to start, man. Really.
So it's so much bacteria outside. You probably shouldn't even eat outside no more for real.
No, and
Mm-mm.
why even eat?
Right. Exactly. Then what can we eat? What is safe to eat?
Nothing.
I can't go to the baseball game and get me a
That's
hot
right.
dog and an apple pie and all this other shit no more. Shit
You
is
know,
bad.
like Eric, 20 years ago, that shit was okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
Yeah.
good. Fuck happened?
Our skies were okay. We might have beefs with each other, but things were pretty okay. Now it's just blatant.
They played the game very well.
Yeah, but
They
it's time for me to say good night. And I want to say good night to the spirit world. Good night to Blunt Island. You know what I'm saying? My last blunt just went
I
out.
hope he comes around.
And hopefully we'll see y'all Saturday night on Get It Off Your Chest. You know, I don't know what the subject
What
gonna
song
be.
can we sing out? Good
Um,
night, my friend.
Uh, I think Never Give Up
Come
from
on,
KRS
Blunt.
One is
Come
good.
up with a song we could sing out to.
I just mentioned Never
uh,
Give Up from KRS One.
yeah.
Um, Shit, I wish my iPod was working. Blunt fucking hacked it.
I mean,
That's what I do, man. I wake up,
I
I say
always
fuck
gotta.
up, have a world PC, then I have breakfast. What the fuck do
Bitch.
you think? You think you all think I'm some Jesus, man? I'm just